Okay, we're having a windy day here today, so I show you, I have all kinds of stuff out here. Here's a windmill with a fan on the top, and you can kind of see it's just kind of a dreary day, but all my little toys and stuff here are just going crazy. The wind's actually dropped off a little bit from when I walked out here, but this is kind of I have a very wooded lot, as you can probably see here, so this gives you an idea of my property. So, and then we're going to walk around here a little bit up the driveway and then kind of see. Like I say, the wind's actually dropping off a little bit. It's getting calm, but I have another spinner here, and these are pretty decent sized units, if you can see. So, I mean, they'll put a hurting on my hand. I have another one here in the middle of the teardrop. And then I've got a real large wind chime here in the yard. Hope for the wind to come back. It was chirping pretty good there as I walked out here. And I've got a duck that's a spinner here. And then I have wind chimes all across the front of the house, in all the trees. Everywhere you can imagine, I have wind chimes and wind chimes. The whole porch, you'll notice there's wind chimes all the way across there. There's wind chimes all hidden in the trees. Bells hanging down, wind chimes hanging down from my bird feeders. This tree here, I have all sorts of them here. Metal ones and even kind of specialty ones here that are, I have the wood ones, and I have double-tiered ones. Well, that's a triple-tier one, actually. And the wind is starting to pick up again, as you can see. And stuff out there is starting to move again. And like here, I have a wind chime on the side of the doors you come in. I have wind chimes on the tree. And this one's a wonderful one. That's a pretty big one, so that's like 4 feet long. It's a smaller one, but it's a nice sounding one. And I have more wind chimes across there. I have wind chimes out on the side. I have my really big wind chime. These are 6-foot metal tubes, 4 inches in diameter. And when this thing starts talking, as you hear just a little bit, this thing talks all the way across the yard. Those tubes are hanging from a real heavy branch up there, and if I could be in front of it, like I say, those tubes are actually 6 feet long and 4 inch in diameter. So as the wind starts picking up, this thing makes all kinds of cool noise. And it says book at the bottom, since I'm a book person, so just kind of cool. And then we'll go to the back of the yard here. I said I have them everywhere. I'm really not joking. Here, just on this telephone pole, let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's at least 4 here. This one's kind of had a rough life. I had to put it back together. And I even have metal ones back there. I have them everywhere. And then even when you come back here in my backyard, my shed with a lot of books, my garage back there with tons of books. But guess what happens as you go right in between the things? Hanging here in the middle of my backyard, guess what? More wind chimes. A fairly normal one. And then one that's not quite so normal. That's quite a bit bigger, as you can see. And I get back a little bit and you see there's a boat up the top of this one. This one's, as you can tell from the normal size one, the one off here is really, really big. So as the wind gets peaking up, it gets wonderful sound out here. I love wind chimes, as you can tell. That's why I say on a breezy day like today, I kind of really enjoy it. That's why I had to walk out here for a minute and kind of give you just kind of a quick tour here. One of my two trailers, this one's a little bit bigger. I got a white one you probably saw a minute ago, and you can see as the wind picks up, they start to move around. Hi, mister, who is that? It's hard to say. Sorry about that. I missed the name, but there's the big one and the little one out there. They're starting to talk, and without me touching these are starting to talk now. Shut up here for a second. You can cut if you like what you're hearing, like what you're seeing. There we go. Like I said, give me some love with some hearts there. Never a bad thing. And as you see, I'm not touching that one. That's just the wind doing that. So it's kind of breezy out here today. And then of course the big one out there starting to come more alive as and I'm what, about 40-50 feet from it. So as you get closer and closer to it, there we go. It really starts coming alive. This is the field out next to my yard. When I said I was rural, I think I qualify. Yeah, I say it's just a dreary day out there today. Not raining at least, but it's kind of windy. But here's this going off, and the little one going off over here. But the big one's just sound off when the wind gets like it is right now. And as you can see from the trees, it's getting pretty windy out here now. So. I guess. There it goes. It fixed itself. But you see, I don't have a lot of neighbors close to me, thank goodness. See if the ones out here in the tree are getting wild now. And of course in here there's 1, 2, 3, 4 in this one tray, holly tray. But you can still hear the one off in the distance there. As you can, the wind's starting to die down a little bit. But as you notice out next to the vehicle, the duck out there is starting to spin, so getting a little more wind out there, so it'll come alive a little bit. I even got the Tasmanian devil hanging down from my bird feeder, but along with the, and of course I have solar bird baths and all my stuff for my hummingbirds, and I got another solar pump over there, little wishing well pump. And like I say, I have wind chimes in the trees and wind chimes all across the front. I have a bell hanging from a little pine tree, and then of course you can see the spinner in the background. It's just a spinning, the duck in the front spinning, just to give you an idea that the breeze is off and on. But between the two of them, you kind of get a feel for it. And then this one, let's see if I can make it talk for a second, just so you can get a feel for it. This one's, I say, not a small one. It's a double tier. This one doesn't talk as much. I've been playing with the the hanger on this one, trying to get it to talk more. But as you notice out there, the spinner there is talking. The spinner out in the front of the teardrop is talking. Of course, you can't really see that one too well, but of course the duck right next to me is about to hit me. So it's taking off. And I probably will put more as time goes on. There's the big one out front. As I get time, I'll probably put more around the yard. I keep getting windmill or wind chimes. I can't say no. I kind of love the thing. So it was just a windy day, and of course I say it's just to give you an idea. I'm on a little over an acre, and this tree lot of mine are pretty large trees. They're probably 100, 120 feet. Some of them probably pushing 140, 150 feet. So it's a very old stand of trees. So you can get an idea of the wind blowing here. So I'll do it this way, I guess, to give you an idea. These trees are, I'll get dizzy here in a second looking up here, but just kind of give you an idea. This is the tree that's right next to my house. And give you an idea, this is my house. And watch the tree here. If that tree ever come down, my house is gone. That one tree right there will take my house out, obviously. Of course, unfortunately, you see there's a couple trees here that really could. There's some branches on that one there in the back that if it came off, it would be pretty bad. And that's right here in the front of my house. Just to give you an idea, this is the front porch, and this is the tree that's right in the front of the house. Give you an idea of the size here, so pretty good size. But the wind things, as you can see, they're still getting active. There's the duck spinning, both spinners are spinning, and the wind chime's doing a little bit. This one here, I got to figure out something here to make it talk a little more. It doesn't seem to be talking as much as the others. But we go back over here, you can probably hear the noise. We're back to the Tasmanian devil now. But like I say, even in the little tree here in the corner, I've got a wind chime hanging here. I have wind chimes hanging at the corner of my door. I have wind chimes on the other side of my door. You can see the wind is really picking up again. And you can hear it. As you're standing right here, I've got these alongside of me. And I say these aren't exactly small one. That's about 4 foot long, the tubes on that one. But as the wind gets wild like this, they really do start to talk. So thanks everybody for watching. Hope you enjoyed my little Willey World wind chimes. How you like that? So, and I'm not seeing any more hearts, so I guess you're all not enjoying as much. You've seen them all now, so. But that's what it's like to walk outside. That's why I enjoy walking outside, so I can get some enjoyment here. Who's in here today? Ginger and Lynn, Timer Lady. Looks like we've had some people coming and going, so I enjoy you. Thank you for all coming. Thank you for the hearts, the ones who did give me some hearts. So, and I hope you all have a great day. And if nothing else, maybe this helps you calm down a little bit, give you kind of a peaceful day, and you can play this when you're having a bad day, because I really enjoy the sound of it. So I share it with everybody else. So have a great one, everyone, and we'll talk soon.